Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, you are going to learn about jumping statements in Python. What do you mean by jumping statement? Jumping statements or jump statements mean which are used to alter the flow of a loop. That is, if you want to skip any part of a loop or if you want to terminate from the loop at any point of time, we use a statement called jumping statements. Type of jumping statements in Python. In Python, there are three types of jumping statements. What are those three types of jumping statements? First one, it's a break, continue, pass. Break. The name itself tells that break. So, whenever a break statement in Python is used, it is going to terminate the loop based on a particular condition. So, whenever the condition is satisfied, then the execution of statements will be terminated. So, from whenever the condition is satisfied and the statements have been terminated, from there, no more statements will be executed in that particular loop. What is the syntax for this? Simply, we use a break statement. This is the flowchart. So first condition will be verified. So if the condition is true, then it will be entered into the loop. Here we are going to check whether any break statement is there or not. If the break condition is not satisfied, then it is going to execute the block of statements. After executing the block of statement, the loop will be go back to the checking the condition. If the condition is true again, then it again checks the break statement. So here the break condition is not true. Again it executes the block of statements. Like that the loop will be iterated. Whenever the block condition, that is break condition, comes the true, that is yes, then it is going to go for the exit, not printing this one and then going back to the condition and comes out of the loop. Let us take an example. I am taking an integer n equal to int of input of enter n value. I have taken an integer n for I in range of n. That is, it is going to take it from the 0 onwards. So I am going to check a condition here for terminating my loop. That is, if I is equal to 5, then I am saying that break. So whenever the I value turns out to the 5, then I am saying that the loop should terminated. Otherwise, simply I am printing I value. Now, what it is going to do? First, it is going to take an integer n. If I enter the n equal to 20, so first the I value will be range of 20. That means it is going to take it from the 0 to 19. Then first step, I value is 0. 0 equal to 5. It is false. That means this condition is not going to be executed. So what it is going to do? It is going to print the I value. What is I value? 0. Now again it goes back to the loop. I value will be incremented. Now I becomes 1. 1 equal to 5. It is also false. So it is not going to be executed. So 1 will be printed. Now I incremented again. 2 equal to 5. It is also false. So this is not going to be executed. Now 2 will be printed. Again iteration goes back to the loop. 3 equal to 5. It is also false. So this block is not going to be executed. So 3 will be printed. Again iteration goes to the for loop. So 4 equal to 5. It is also false. So it is going to print not executed. So it is going to print the 4. Now the time comes 5 equal to 5. 5 is equal to 5. True. then it is going to break. That means the remaining statement is not going to be executed. Let us try this. So it is asking me to enter the n value 20. Look at here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we got, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So a break statement is used in the loops to break the loop whenever we want. This is the break. Continue. Here the continue is used to skip the statements in the loop for the current iteration and moves the control back to the top of the loop for next iteration. So this statement makes you somewhat difficult, but if I take an example, you will get it clearly. So what does this continue mean? Continue means whenever a condition is satisfied, then it is going to skip that particular iteration and the remaining statements are going to be executed. Syntax, simply continue. This is the flowchart. First, as usual, the loop condition will be tested. If the condition is true, it checks the continue condition. If the continue condition is false, then block of statements will be executed. Then again goes back to the condition. So again condition checks. No, continue, not satisfied. Again block of statement. Whenever the continue condition is yes, then instead of executing this block of statements, the loop will be go back to the top again. That means the particular iteration is going to skip this block of statements. Taking an example, I will explain. So here also I am printing 1 to n. I am taking n equal to int of input of enter n value. So for I in range of n. So I am checking that if I is equal to 5, I am saying that continue. Otherwise, I am simply printing the I value. What happens here? If I take the n value as 8, then range of 8. Range of 8 means 0 to 7. So here first the I value is 0. 0 equal to 5. It is false. So what it is going to do? It is going to print the I value. I value is printed. Then again loop goes back to the condition. Now I value is 1. Now 1 equal to 5. It is also false. So continue will not be executed. So I value 1 will be printed. Again I value becomes 2. So 2 equal to 5. It is also false. So 2 value will be printed. Now again loop iterated, I value becomes 3. 3 equal to 5. It is also false. So 3 will be printed. I value incremented. So 4 equal to 5. So it is also false. So 4 will be printed. Now I value will be turned to the 5 in this iteration. That is 5 equal to 5. Here the continue plays a key role. Whenever the continue condition is satisfied, then this iteration, that is 5 equal to 5 iteration will be skipped. Then the loop will be go back to the top. That means now the I value whenever it becomes a 5, then the remaining statements will not be executed and it goes back to the increment of I. That means 5 is not going to be printed. So it goes back to the I means I value is incremented. That is 6 equal to 5. Next one. 6 is equal to 5? No. So it prints the I value. What is I value now? 6. Again goes back to the loop. 7. That means here in 0 to 7, 7 is available. 7 equal to 5. Is it true? No, it is also false. Now it comes back and prints this 7. When we go back to I value and increments, now I value becomes 8. but the range is from 0 to 7. So that means whenever the 7 has been executed, there is no more condition to print the value. So what is the expected output? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Let us save this one and run. I will take the 8. Look at here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever the I value becomes 5, it skipped that particular iteration and gone back to the condition of the loop. 6, 7. This is continue. Continue means whenever the condition becomes a true in the continue block, then that respective block is going to be skipped, and then the remaining statements will be executed by going back the condition to the loop. Next, pass. In simple terms, pass means null statement. So pass means a null statement which does nothing in the Python. Then what is the purpose of this pass? Whenever we are using the user defined functions in the Python, if you declare or if you define a user defined function but you don't want to implement at the right now position, then you can use this pass. That is, if you use pass statement when you create a method but you don't want to implement at the right now, then you can use this pass. Simply speaking, it is a null statement. What is the syntax? Simply pass. I will copy this, continue again. Then so instead of continue, I am taking the pass. What is going to happen? So run the program. Enter the n value 11. So look at here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here the pass is that nothing to do with the pass. Simply what it is doing, it is not going to do anything. But where it is useful means it is useful at the time of methods or user defined functions. So if you have written any code here, that is not going to be executed in the pass. So pass is useful for when the purpose of using the methods or user defined functions. Then what is the difference between pass and continue? You know that pass statement does nothing. But if you want to define any method or if you want to define any condition in the loop but you don't want to write any implementation at the present moment, then you can use the pass. But continue is going to skip the present iteration and moves the control back to the top of the loop. Let us take an example right now here. Here I have taken a string hello, and for I in hello, if I use that, whenever the I becomes E, I have printed a pass executed. Then pass. That means I am going to get the answer as the H E pass execute H pass executed ELLO. I will show you the example. LifeLiyo string. So I am taking a string called LifeLiyo. So for I in LifeLiyo, if I is equal to E, I will say that simply print a statement entered into if pass. Then otherwise I will print the what is I. So first one I in LifeLiyo means first L will be taken. L is equal to E? No. Then what we are going to get? We are going to get the L. Then second one is I. That is I is equal to E. So no. So it is going to give the I value be printed. Then F is equal to E. No, then it is going to print the F. Then the picture comes now E. E is equal to E. Yes, it is true. So what it is going to print? Entered into if. Entered into if will be printed. Then what is the next statement? Pass. Whenever the pass is there, it does nothing. Because pass means simply avoiding that I am not writing any code at this moment. I will do it in the future. That means it will be printed. What is the I value? E. Then E will be printed. Then again LIYO. This is the answer. Sorry. Look at here. LIF. Whenever the I turned to the E value, first it executed the entered into if. So this is executed. Then pass. Pass means nothing. It is not going to do anything. So that's why E value printed. Again, the remaining state variables LIYO. We got this one. This is pass. Then what will happen if I take it as a continue? If I take it as a continue, L prints, LIF will be printed. Whenever the I value turns to the E, it says that entered into if. So entered into if will be printed. Then here the condition is continue. Continue means it is not going to print the I value. That means again the loop will be started from L onwards. So LIYO. Run this one. Look at here. LIF. Then entered into EF printed. Then after that E is equal to E means continue I have used. Whenever I used the continue, it simply skipped the iteration and goes back to the starting of the loop. But in pass, it does nothing. It will print the E value also. Now I will take the same thing from break. So LIF is fine. E is equal to E. Yes, it is true. So what it is going to do? It is going to give the print of entered into if. Then the immediately next one is the break. Whenever the break comes into the picture, the remaining statements will not be executed and the termination will be happen. The answer is LIF entered into if. Look at it. LIF entered into if. So these are the difference between the pass, continue and break. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel LifeLiyo. Thank you.